we got to go over, are the tight ends positioned better or worse for this season? Like, have we improved this group from last year? And talk about a difficult, question to answer, as I love the fact that I had to use Darren Waller as a rapper in there.
Yeah.
But there's so many variables. Does Darren Waller play? If he plays, can he somehow stay healthy? Does Bellinger bounce back from a rough second year? How good is Theo Johnson going to be? There's a lot of question marks here, guys.
Are we going to keep the fourth tight end or keep it as 3?
Yeah. I mean, I would say this. If I had to guess, which we kind of have to because we don't know what's going to happen with Waller. If Waller retires like I think he will, we're worse at the starting position. But I think we're better in the depth side of it because Theo Johnson is better than anybody else we had at the backup tight end there, obviously minus Waller and Bellinger at that point there. Right off the bat, we had basically, besides those two, we had a lot of scrubs in there basically at that point there. We got a blocking tight end options. Again, I think we're going to keep one. And the fact that we have 3 guys who are going to battle it out for that kind of spot there tells you that we're probably going to have a decent blocking tight end at that point too as well. When you got competition, it tends to, make it where you have a decent option because you had your pick of 3. So I fully expect that to be a better position overall for depth. But starting wise, you're going to see it worse because you're not going to have Darren Waller, or you're going to have Darren Waller who wasn't even sure if he wanted to play this year. I don't care how dedicated he is and stuff like that, but let's be honest, with everything he's got going on in his personal life right now, and the fact that he still doesn't know if he wants to play this year, he's not going to be the same guy to a certain degree. Hopefully it's like 90% of Waller. I'll take 90% of Waller.
Maybe he has 10% less chance to get hurt, so maybe he plays more games. So
and that's part of it as well, too, is if, let's say he does come back, when you have him, Waller, and Johnson, Bellinger and Johnson, and let's say Johnson's, shows up at all in his rookie year and shows to be sudden decent, maybe you sit Waller more and keep him healthy, keep him used for more on specifically passing plays. And if that's the case, that's a strength now for him as well. So, like I said, this is a potential to be a stronger group overall, starting and depth-wise. But at the very least, it's going to be stronger depth-wise. I think that's safe to say.
Yes, like you said, it's hard to grade the starters because we don't know.
Like, we don't know who's going to be.
Yeah, we don't know. Like, and that depends on how you're going to grade the starter room. But 100%, we have way more depth that has way more talent compared to last year. Compared to 2 years ago, when it was 4 guys in the locker room,
Remember, we had to pick up Bellinger in the draft and start him for lack of a better option his rookie year. Like, there was no other option. Yeah. Like, that was a bad group. And it's funny because obviously, the position group 2 years ago overall was the issue as far as receiver, tight end. Obviously we had Saquon back then, so the running back issue wasn't really there as much. But look at what this team has done at the tight end and receiver room in the last 2 years. Shane has definitely pulled some magic off there.
100%. Is it where we want it to be?
Out of the hat.
Yeah. Way down in there.
Yeah. Digging deep in that tight end.
Yeah.
What?
So deep.
Whoa.
Elbow deep.
Hello. Anyway.
Listening to Two Giant Goofballs, a New York Giants podcast. We appreciate your support.
Thanks so much.